Hey, welcome back everyone for the final part of the Joe and Mac SNES playthrough. And as you can see here, Joe walks right into this dinosaur's body, which I think is really weird, and I gotta be honest, it's a little bit creepy too. I remember whenever I played this as a kid and then I found this a little bit unsettling that I'm actually fighting inside a giant dinosaur's body and that, and even though it is creepy, it is kind of cool because you can see like all the blood cells and that going through the arteries in the background, and see all the cilia and on the ground there, and I don't know what's up with all the holes in that on here. I don't know if that's considered ulcers or what, but and another thing, why are there spikes in the dinosaur's body anyway? That's I don't know. I can only guess. But I will say, like, for the later part of this video, I'm not really gonna talk all that much, which I'm sure some of you are like, yay! But yeah, the final boss of this game can be quite tedious, and to be honest with you, there's not really a whole lot to say about it, other than that it's kind of a bit long and drawn out, and I think a bit too drawn out, to be honest. But yeah, as you can see here, if everything else doesn't unsettle you, that pumping heart there will unsettle you. As you can see, the final boss is a devil. Which, if you think about it, kind of doesn't make sense in a way, because this was before any kind of concept of organized religion and that, before there was a concept of heaven and hell and that, but I'm not here to make any religious hypotheses or anything like that. I'm just here just to watch this game and provide my commentary, so... And there's a bit of weird symbolism here, just these two nut-shaped things right here. I honestly don't know what they're supposed to be. And to be honest, I don't think I want to know what they are. But, yeah, you just have to quickly defeat them. And, gosh, how many are there? But yeah, these things are more irritating than anything else, you know, it doesn't really take all that much to beat them. If I was smart, I probably could have used fire or wheels on them. But, yeah, I honestly don't know what these things are. They're weird things with teeth, how's that? I can only guess what they're supposed to be. But, anyway, once you get rid of these two... oh, gosh. I need to get my head out of the gutter. There's, what, 8 of them, so I think that pretty much rules that one now. I see there's Mac. If this is a 2-player game, that's who the second player plays as, Mac. You see he just spins around like a madman. And I think this is a part of the video, like this, not so much this part, but the last part. I'm really not gonna say all that much, which I might not say that much here, but as you can see, it's all about watching the double and that, and after a while, you see a pattern in the way it attacks you and that. Once you figure out the pattern, then you just have to watch out that you don't get too fatigued or bored fighting this guy, but yeah, nothing real hard. You know, it's for it being a final boss. I really don't think this is a hard fight, but it like I said a couple minutes ago, this is a rather tedious boss fight, and I do believe it's too tedious. You know, I don't think they could have gone this route with it, but oh well. Doesn't take away from the enjoyment of the game. I mean, this is a good game. It's just this boss fight. And I like the sound effects too. Has a high-pitched voice for it being a devil. Not really imposing on the vocal account, that's for sure. You think with a devil, you think I'd be like this real deep demonic voice, but not this thing. It sounds like a little pipsqueak. And there goes Psycho Mac at you again. Okay, Mac, lay off the power drinks. Yeah, if you can hit like both of them while he's splitting like that, that would be great. And I do think it affects how many hit points it takes to defeat this guy too. And this guy doesn't have too much more to go. You can see how dark he's gotten since the beginning of the fight. You know, I don't think that's the best way to get the dinosaur in which you're inside to get his attention and by stabbing it in the heart. At least we know that you didn't kill the dinosaur. At least the heart is still beating. Which, another, you know, I just thought of it, you know. I don't think that I don't think that the dinosaur is attacking you because it's evil. I just think it's part of the food chain. And if dinosaurs and humans coexisted, which by the way they did not, despite what some of you may have heard, they did not coexist with each other. But let's just assume that they did. Dinosaurs, especially T-Rexes, would be on top of the food chain above humans, so... You know, it's just a matter of finding stuff to eat. I don't think it's necessarily anything sinister, and, well, I'm getting at discussion. I defeated that red devil. As you can see, looks like he got the damsel in distress. Oh no! Boy, who would have thought the devil would have played a trick on me? This guy's beside himself. Oh, another bad joke. I'm sorry. Oh my God, it's a blue devil. Must have went to Duke. Must have gone to Duke. Must have went is not proper grammar. So there's some of you grammar Nazis out there. But yeah, going back to what I was saying before, you know, I don't think, like... Well, for the cavemen and that, them attacking you, they're just bad guys, needless to say. But the dinosaurs and that, I don't think it's just... that it's not because they're evil, they just want something to eat. You know, I don't really think that constitutes them as being evil, so... But then again, you know, maybe I am thinking too much about this. I mean, you can't have good dinosaurs in that in a video game about dinosaurs, and you kind of have to have some kind of threat, so... And what's more threatening than a hungry T-Rex, which would happen if you were around back then? I mean, you want to be in the business end of a hungry T-Rex trying to find his next meal while you're trying to hit him with boomerangs and that, trying to rescue your girlfriend? I don't want any part of that. I do have to admit, that attack right there was awesome with the fire rings. And the more you hit this guy, the more purple he turns. Turns from a blue devil to a purple devil. Which, I can't think of a college mascot with purple devils, but... Yeah, the attack with the rings and that, where he shoots in all directions, I do have to admit that is pretty cool. It's nice to know that this blue devil has some swag. Yeah, this battle's kind of drawn out. I'm not really saying anything right now. It's amazing that despite being stabbed and hurt by the red devil and that and everything that's going on here and all the activity, with all the fire and that this devil's shooting, that hurt is keeping a steady beat. He'd say he didn't miss a beat. Another bad joke, I'm sorry. Again with the awesome attack there. But like the last part, like the part with the red double, you just gotta keep vigilant. I know this fight gets really dull in that, but as long as you stay alert in that and watch exactly what this thing is doing, then you should be fine. And I think I got to one point here where I just started getting really tired in that and started doing some really careless things, but I promise you guys, it's not gonna be too much longer now, like maybe like about another 3 minutes and this guy's gonna be finished. You need to tell too, look how purple he's getting too. He was a relatively nice shade of blue to start off with, and now he's like a deep purple. This is a good rock band, by the way, if you haven't listened to them. Yeah, you just have to watch out here. Just keep your eye on exactly what he's doing. And you tell me, another thing too that I noticed in the many times I've played this is you can tell you've got him pretty close to being defeated too. He tends to stick to one type of attack over and over again. Like whenever you first fight him, he has a wide variety of attacks, but he gets kind of lazy in his attack selection and that. And you can definitely tell he's getting close to the end of his line when you get him almost to a monotonous point in his arsenal. Not much longer. See, look how deep purple he is. Not much longer, I promise you guys. And there you go, and he is defeated. And apparently that must have killed the dinosaur because the heart is no longer beating, the blood is no longer flowing, and the cilia is no longer flapping in the background. And that is it for this game, and a pretty exciting game, which it would have been a lot better if I would have had a better camera at the time, which I might end up playing the I might end up playing the NES version of this game at some point, but I much prefer the Super Nintendo version just simply because it just looks better in that, and I like the way that it plays on the Super Nintendo and that, but I'm certainly not going to rule out playing this game for the NES. I might just do that here in the near future, which I'm almost afraid to say that because it seems like every time I have something planned, something comes up, but let's see here, you see, not only do you get credits, but you get like a view of some of the enemies here, and also some of the women here, which, whoa. Hey, you know what? Size doesn't matter, folks. You know, the big women need some love, too. You know, and props to her for knowing what she wants. And those other gals know what they want, too. But, yeah, that sums it up for this game, and, thank you for watching this, and, I can't really promise you guys anything, but I will try to come up with new content as soon as I can. It's just, I know things happen here. I ended up getting a new computer because mine kind of cracked out. That's why I haven't recorded anything in over a month. But I figured I'd give you guys this walkthrough as almost like an Easter gift to those of you that are subscribed to my channel and that. And I really do appreciate you guys sticking around and that, seeing what I have to offer and that. So, but yeah, thank you for watching this, and I will see you again whenever that shall be. So, take care, all of you.